Okay, we're going to construct a model railway here. So this is the empty room to start with, and then we've got trestles and tables because the whole thing has to be quite firm. Model railway is a bit like the railway, it's quite heavy and therefore it has to be firm, and the base underneath it has to be quite firm. So first job is to set up a base for the whole thing to work on. Okay, if you walk into one of the toy shops, either Toymaster or Smith's or so on, you'll possibly find this size on the shelves. And this is called the 00 gauge, and that's the normal size for the majority of the world. Basically works on trains of model railways of that size. Then we have some made solely for the Irish market. These were Lima, though they had been bought over by Hornby, so they have them liveried, they call it, or coloured to match, you know, our own trains when they wear this orange and black colour. But the layout we're going to work on is a much larger one. Stop. Okay, the layout, right?
Yes.
The layout we're going to try to build is this size, which is called G scale. G means garden scale. So this is actually capable of being left out in the garden and worked out in the garden, hence it's called a garden scale. And this is about 1/20th of the full size of the actual trains. So some of you will recognise Thomas himself, Thomas the Tank, and the two coaches, Anna and Clarabelle. So we're going to try to set all this up to make a railway exhibition next door. This is some of our equipment. There's another car load of it outside there. So we're going to try to take this and turn it into a work of art, half filling this room to make the railway. Right, construction in the intermediate stages, testing out the levels and what sizes we will be able to fit in. So we're going to now try to test a circuit to see how much we can fit within the size. Got now the overall size. Now it's to tidy it all up and then fit whatever else we're putting into the middle. Basically what we can fit in now, almost finished generally. Still a few boards, support boards here. And tidy it all together, firm it all up, and then start the decoration. And well, we're just trying to strengthen up eventually. Screw all the corners together, screw all the boards together so they can't shift. Just the range of size of the Thomases available of all sorts of sizes. Still more to come. Down to key rings. I think that was actually the switch of a light, little desk light, which I cut off because it's a nice size. Some of these are motorised, just to show the different sizes of them. Bubble bath. The colour has gone a little bit on that one. Beginning to be happy. Do you want to cut it down?
Yeah.
Oh,
there he's over.
You know, where you build it up to a standard routine. We are trying everything out as we go, and we try it one way and then we think would something else be better. So it's been modified and modified and modified. So the whole baseboards are done. It's covered to take the bare wooden look of it, and then these bits in the corners are going to be covered in green for grass, and there'll be rooms for some grass around the middle, and more cows and farm machinery and things of that nature.
So it's a bit of a challenge.
It was quite a job.
Oh, here we are.
So we're getting to the stage of
We're getting power up.
movement.
Oh, that's great.
Just around the main ring at the moment. That's the main line.
The main, how? So she works. Great light on her.
Yeah.
She really flies. Ah. Yeah, and then, ooh, look at that. So what are you doing there, Sean?
Pinning the tracks down to the ground.
Pinning them down, that makes, oh.
They can shake apart with the movement.
That's, oh yeah. They could shake loose.
Yeah, they could shake.
They might not shake that much apart, but the connection, I suppose, the connection would be a problem, huh?
Be lost, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. What, he got disengaged?
We'll bring them back to Castle Point and then we'll...
Castle, right. Castle Point. Oh, it's very technical, this, you know. There it goes. Coming full steam ahead. Goodbye, Thomas. Oh. Great job, huh? Flying. Ready for tomorrow?
You may talk of Columbus a-sailing across the Atlantical Sea, but he never tried to go railing from Ennis as far as Kilkee. Now you run for the train in the morning, the excursion train starting at 8. You're there when the clock gives the warning, and there for an hour you'll wait. And as you're waiting in the train, you'll hear the guard make this refrain. Are you right there, Michael? Are you right? Do you think that we'll be there before the night? Oh, well, we've been so long and starting that I couldn't say for certain. Still we might now, Michael, so we might. You find out where the engine's been hiding, and it drags you to sweet Corofin. Says the guard, back or down on the siding, there's a goods from Kilrush coming in. Well, perhaps it comes in 2 hours, or perhaps it breaks down on the way. If it does, says the guard, be the powers, we're here for the rest of the day. And as you sit and curse your luck, the train backs down into a truck. Are you right there, Michael? Are you right? Have you got the parcel there for Mrs. White? Oh, you haven't? Oh, begorra, say it's coming down tomorrow. And it might now, Michael, so it might. At Lahinch the sea shines like a jewel, with joy you are ready to shout, when the stoker cries out there's no fuel, and the fire is totally out. But hand up that bit of a log there, I'll soon have you out of this fix. There's a fine clamp of turf on the bog there, and the rest go a-gathering sticks. And while you're breaking bits off trees, you'll hear some wise remarks like these. You're right there, Michael, are you right? Do you think that you can get the fire to light? Oh, an hour you require, for the turf it might be drier, and it might now, Michael, so it might. Kilkee, you never get near it. You're in luck if the train